Imagine after giving birth to your first baby and knowing that this is the moment you've been waiting for. You have nothing but emotions of happiness, tears of joy, and being released from the hospital and knowing that you have to keep this baby alive. It's your responsibility. It's happiness, but also a little stressful. And I think a lot of emotions come after having a baby. And so I want to normalize having to talk about postpartum in women because I feel like it's hush hush most of the time and people don't talk about it. And when you're feeling a certain way and you bring it up maybe to more of an experienced mom, they're like, that's normal. Or when you go to your doctor's visit after having the baby and they give you a little form or questionnaire to fill out, which is nothing that you might be going through. You just fill up no's and nothing of a concern. But when you go home, you just feel depressed. Sometimes you don't feel like showering. You feel like your body's changing. I want to normalize that. So today I'm going to persuade you to be more open and normalize many things when it comes to motherhood, but specifically postpartum. According to the Birth Issues of Perinatal Care, postpartum support groups are recommended to prevent infant and maternal morbidity. Given the fact that postpartum support programs to improve maternal knowledge, attitudes, and skills related to parenting and maternal quality life and physical health. So the first reason why we should normalize postpartum is to be able to speak about it openly, because the first time moms don't know what to expect. This is a whole new experience for them. Excuse me. The second reason is it can help new moms recognize the symptoms. And the third reason, my final reason, is because once they know the symptoms, they can cope with them and they know how to handle something that now they know more information about. So first, I will start by discussing how we're going to normalize postpartum and be able to speak about it openly to help moms that don't know what to expect be more knowledgeable about it. And many people choose not to talk about postpartum because they think it's something that they should be ashamed about, or they are ashamed about. The way they're feeling about being a first-time mom. Should they be ashamed because they don't want to be around the baby or need a break? They keep this to themselves and they want to just put their feelings away on the side and just keep doing what they're doing just so they can get through the day. Some moms may be thinking, why do I feel the way I do? So according to the Journal of Caring Sciences, many first-time moms experience depressions and signs of postpartum and don't even know it. So many new moms have no idea what the symptoms of postpartum even are. Many moms never talk about it because they feel like it could be frowned upon. The goal is to speak up and speak up about the way you're feeling so the people around you can try to help you in some sort of way if they know how you're feeling. Family members and friends assume that they don't want to reach out to you because you're too busy being a mom, but I think that one phone call is the most important phone call that they probably receive the entire day, is just see how you're doing and how you're feeling. But we as mothers also have to be vocal about what we need and what we need help with. If we want someone to come over and just watch the baby for an hour just so we can get an hour of sleep, yes. If we want to do an hour load of laundry, then let's do it. But we as mothers need to speak up as well. Although there's a myth behind postpartum depression is that it always occurs in the first few months of giving birth. It can occur throughout the entire year of the first year of birth. It doesn't have to happen in the beginning, the end. It can happen at any point in time. And we can share our stories and share the knowledge that we have, and we can normalize this. More mothers would come forward and have this support group that they need and want. So now let's take a look at the symptoms of recognizing the symptoms of postpartum depression. It can come in all sorts of colors and sizes. Postpartum depression can come in depressed moods. It can come in severe moods, crying for weeks, also known as the baby blues. Fear that you're not a good mother, mom guilt. Mom guilt does not go away from my experience. This is something that I do with myself. I have to tell myself that I'm not a bad mom for wanting to have time with myself. However, this is just a mental thing, but there's also physical changes when it comes to having a baby. Whether you gave birth vaginally or C-section, that's really going to change your body and the way you are. Also, whether you gained weight after having your baby and you didn't lose it all right away. When your body changes drastically, from the Obesity Society of 2012, some women go through all kinds of changes, and It can also occur in hair loss. Some women barely have any hair loss. Some women have patches of hair losses. This can affect you mentally because hair is very important to women. It's part of our personality. And when we talk to our doctor and we ask them, like, what's going on, they just shrug it off and they see it as an everyday symptom for postpartum. But for us, it's very personal. This is why we need that emotional support group to let us know that it's going to be okay. And finally, we are learning how to cope with these changes. Some of the answers that I found in building a secure bond with your baby, it helps emotional bonding for yourself to being close to your baby. Medical News Today in 2017, emotional bonding is secure attachment that forms with the mother and the baby. Mothers who suffer from postpartum experience less depression once they have built that strong baby bond. Working out can also help with your body and also boost up your endorphins. Sleeping when the baby sleeps, that's the number one advice I got as a mom before I had kids, and it's the one that I will always follow. Don't worry about washing those dishes while your baby's sleeping or doing that laundry. Get the rest that you need. You need to be there 100% for your baby, and you have to take that nap when your baby takes a nap. You may never know what someone is going through, so being able to speak about it out loud may be helping someone you're not even realizing it helps. But this is why we should normalize postpartum depression.